Okay. Y'all, sometimes you have to learn how to laugh at yourself. And if you saw the last live, you understand why I'm saying that. All right. So here's what's up. For those who may not know me, my name is Clifton Pettyjohn. I am your trusted voice of transformation and clarity. I teach creative individuals how to transform their lives through embracing the entirety of their best self, or I also say through embracing the dimensional truths of their story. Embracing your best self deals a lot with you becoming one with who you are. You know, some of the areas of your life that you may desire to forget, some of the areas of your life that you may have looked at as weaknesses, some of the areas of your life that you may find embarrassing. What I've come to understand is that those are the dimensional truths of who you are. Those things have brought you to where you are today. They are the reason you are who you are. They make up your uniqueness. They make up everything about you. And if I can get you to embrace that, you begin to embrace who you are. Many times in life, we go through life and we think about rejection, and we're always thinking about external rejection. But the reality is that the greatest rejection that takes place in our lives is us rejecting ourselves. And I want us to really begin to think about that as we start these small talk series. What area of your life, what dimension of your identity are you rejecting that is instrumental in who you are? Some of the things that we reject, the world is waiting to embrace. There's somebody that is out there that has the same unique ability that you have. There's somebody that's out there that may have made the same decision that you made. And they're waiting to hear you embrace that dimensional truth of who you are so that they can become more comfortable in embracing themselves and who they are. Now, am I saying you're responsible for them? No, I'm not. I'm not. But we all know what it's like to feel safe or to feel like you're in a safe space to be who you are. You are that safe space to many people. That's why I don't mind being who I am, because I understand that I am that safe space to many people. I am that safe space to many people. And the reason why I can be that safe space to them is because they understand that they can be exactly who they are. But one of the greatest realities or the greatest things I had to embrace was my ability to be a safe space to myself. Now, I don't know why we're talking about that, because that's not what we're talking about on tonight. So stop trying to make me talk about something that we're not going to talk about. All right, so we're starting these series called Small Talk. Small Talk, okay? Now, tonight we're going to be talking about framework. We're going to be talking about framework. There's a lot of definitions that deal with framework. I'm not even going to define it on tonight because that's not what we're talking about. So if you have or you're looking for a greater understanding of what framework is, I encourage you to look it up. Or I'm going to give you an opportunity at the end where we can have a conversation about that. But we're going to talk about framework on tonight. But before we do that, I do want to do our breathing exercises. Take a deep breath in. Just sit right there with it. Hold it. Relax a little bit. Now breathe out through your mouth. One more time. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Sit with it. Out through your mouth. How'd that make you feel? Doesn't that feel good? Don't you feel lighter? Don't you feel present? Don't you feel present? You're not worried about the past. You're not concerned about the future. You're just right here in that moment. And because I have you in that moment, I want to talk to you just a little bit about framework. Now, tonight, I just want to talk to you from the concept of a picture frame. Many of us love to take pictures. I'm a picture taking person. I do at times struggle with dysmorphia because of the fact that, hey, we've all struggled with it from time to time. So there's times I don't like to take pictures, but then there's times I do like to take pictures. And when I like to take a good picture, I like to put it in a nice frame. How many of y'all like frames? How many of you love a nice frame for your picture? Like when you go shopping for frames, you're not just looking for the cheap frames. You take some time because you really realize how beautiful that picture is that you are attempting to frame. How beautiful that picture is that you are attempting to frame. Or can I reword that? How beautiful that picture is that you have now have the responsibility to frame. You now have the responsibility to frame. You have the ability to frame it. It all falls on you, the framing of this beautiful picture. The worst thing that I've ever seen is a beautiful picture with a terrible frame. Beautiful picture with a terrible frame. A beautiful picture with a terrible frame, okay? Let's talk about what a frame does to a picture. A frame encloses that picture. It encloses that picture. It sets the parameter around that picture. They come in various shapes and sizes and all of those great things, but it's meant to enclose a picture, okay? It also protects that picture from any outside damage. It protects that picture from any outside damage. And the reason why it's important to pick the right frame is because some frames are not waterproof or water resistant. So a little bit of water can leak through that frame, and now it can begin to distort that picture. It begins to distort that picture. I want you to think about that, okay? Think about that. The next thing that it does is that it complements the picture. A nice, beautiful frame complements the picture. It complements the picture. Think about that. Think about that. We're talking about framework, okay? We're talking about framework, okay? Now, frames are also used to mount or elevate a picture without causing any harm to those pictures. Now, some of you might take and put tacks in your pictures. I don't like putting tacks in a picture because once you put a tack in the picture, now the picture loses the essence that it once had because now it's been punctured. So it's been damaged, or now it has had some type of outside force that is influencing the outlook of the picture, an outside force that now affects the look of the picture. Okay. So it mounts it, it elevates it. It allows it to hang in elevation. All right. I want you to think about it now. Okay. It does not box in the picture. Now, hear what I'm saying. It does not box in the picture. However, it sets the parameters for safety with the picture. It's not boxing it in. It's not trying to make it something that it's not. It's not trying to limit the beauty of the picture or limit the, I guess the quality of the picture. It's not trying to limit the picture, but it's set to complement, as I said earlier, the picture. Now, here's what it does not do. It does not take away from the essence of the picture. It does not take away from the essence of the picture unless the frame does not fit. When the frame does not fit the picture, then many times you either have to fold you ever had to fold a picture or cut a picture to make it fit inside of a frame. So you begin to cut away at the essence of that picture. And now the picture that you once had now is cropped, and it may look good cropped, but it doesn't have the capacity that it once had. It doesn't have the capacity that it once had. So that's why it's important to have the proper frame, because the proper frame will allow that picture to have the capacity that it originally had. It will allow it to have the capacity that it originally had. So the reason why I wanted to hop on here is because I want you to look at yourself as that picture. I want you to look at your purpose as that picture. I want you to look at your life as that picture. And now I want you to look at how you frame your life out, how you frame your life out. What are the things that you use to frame your life out? Now I find myself repeating myself a lot today, but what is it that you use to frame your life out? Does your life fit the frame that you have been comfortable with? Or have you found yourself folding pieces of yourself, folding and hiding pieces of yourself? Or have you tried to hide pieces of yourself and yet they still, because sometimes when you fold the picture, if you look at the back of the frame, you can see that picture, the edges of that picture sticking out. Are the edges of who you are sticking out of that framework? Do you find yourself in conflict with the framing that you have adopted and said was yours, but never really was yours because it just don't fit you, baby? It just does not fit you. I want you to think about that. Is the frame really protecting you? Is it secure enough to protect you? I'm going to take it to the next level. The quality of that frame, can it protect you? Think about this thing, y'all. Really think about it. Is it boxing you in? Is it limiting your creativity? I talk a lot about creativity because I was a person that limited my creativity because I didn't see myself as a creative person because I was valuing other people's creative abilities over mine. I was valuing their creative abilities over mine because I didn't see myself as a creative person. I didn't see what I was able to do as creative. So I was boxing myself in based upon the framework that I had adopted, I had adopted it. Is it your frame or have you borrowed somebody else's frame? Is it your frame or did you just admire the frame that somebody else had on a picture so you wouldn't got that same frame to try to put yourself in that frame? That's what I want you to think about from this conversation. Now listen, I'm going to be having deeper conversations, which we call clarity conversations. Now, clarity conversations are your workshops, your seminars, your webinars. But I want you to think about a workshop, seminar, and webinar like highly interactive, taken to the next level. That's what our clarity conversations are. And I want to invite you to our upcoming clarity conversation. I put the information in the description. I want you to go and register because I want to talk to you in depth about framework. And I think that this conversation needs to continue because I know how creative you are. I know you feel like you're stuck right now in life. Some of you, do you know that statistics say that by this time of the year, and we're just in the second month, I think we're the third week of the second month. Do you know statistics say that many of us give up on our goals and ambitions for our goals and ambitions for this year? We give up on them. We modify them. Or we just completely give up on this year already. Think about all the time and energy that we have left in this year. We give up on this year and we're ready for next year already. No. I want to talk to you about your framework. I want us to be able to recalibrate and reset so that we can smash this year, so that we can take this year and dominate in a way like we've never dominated before. So I want you to click that link and I want you to sign up so you can be a part of that clarity conversation. Listen, my name is Clifton Pettyjohn. Again, I'm your trusted voice of clarity and transformation. And hopefully I'm not even going to say that. I used to say, hopefully something was said. No. I know something was said that's going to assist in the transformation of your life. And I want to partner with you through your personal development process. So again, click that link. If you don't want to click the link, I want you to subscribe to our email list. I put that as the featured link. Okay. I want to stay connected with you. As I always say, create a great day, walk with purpose, and by all means, execute your vision. Peace.